Hello, Senya. How's it going? Hope you had a good day today. Oh, my hands. Oh, shit. I forgot to order food. Hold on. I'm gonna pop us over just chatting for a little bit. Sarybot is joined. Where are they? Oh, they're right there. I didn't even mute my phone. Mm-mm-mm. For shame. How you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm about to work. Well, I'm already working. My schedule's already weird with that, but I already had my nap when I got back from work. I got to play some Honkai on the side before the patch drops tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wednesday, one or two. Um, Planned out a good amount of streaming for the next like couple of weeks. Uh, but yeah, now I'm back to streaming. I have some good times with that. I'm gonna move myself over into the actual scene we have for this. Hit the right one. Let me hit the right one. Let me hit the right one. That one. Woohoo! It's not only has it been a while since I played, you know, like I did a console stream with like the Switch, but well, going to that is it's been a long time since I've actually done a Switch stream. Oh, stop that music right there. That's a good song. Oh well. Update. Yeah, we can update. It gives you time to talk, close, and hang out, and order food. Hmm. What should I get? Let's probably get something healthy. Also something cheap because mine don't grow on trees, which would be nice, but the one place I wanted to get and it has a delivery fee. That also has a delivery fee. Why are all these places having delivery fees now? I swear, it's like some delivery fee. None, none. Line. There we go. I used to knock it down to like near zero delivery fee. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, it's already ready? Tears of the Kingdom. No, I do need to beat that though. Also need to beat Xenoblade. Also need to beat Hyrule Warriors. Also, I don't own this game. I bought it. I need to start this. And yeah. I've been having Italian a lot recently. I kind of want a bowl because that's easy to eat on stream. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Let's get this nice like meat bowl place. I get food from sometimes. Oh hey Mary, how's it going? I'm just ordering food. Viewing card. And get those. It's like a 5 piece of dumplings. Yeah, there is. Okay, that seems good. And I have drinks here. That's the one thing I buy at work when I leave the grocery store is buy drinks because I can get those more on the healthier side. Definitely need that. I need to buy more food to make. You're good, mostly tired but good. Oh yeah, that's right. You had like a bunch of shows, right? This past week. I remember that. Oh, save data. Oh no. No, I didn't save. Oh, give me a sec. Gonna show 35 out of 40. Oh, this is gonna be fucking. I can just skip. I honestly should skip all this. Uh. And we'll just skip over it. I beat this already. We don't have to worry about that. I don't have to fucking be guessing that. Yeah, see, we got the bad scene. I did this on purpose so you guys get to see the you know, the bad end. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Perfect. And you guys say I don't show you cool stuff. Mm-mm-mm. Nailed it. Anyway, time for some real trials and tribulations. 10 out of 10, no notes, exactly. And now it's time for us to take a trip down memory lane. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your own sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk to her. Don't talk about her like that. Wait, we never see Maya again? Just because it's a memory lane doesn't mean that it's always in the past. It wasn't me. I didn't. I didn't do it. April 11th. That was recently. Ooh, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Ahem. It's Mr. kind of sellout. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning. Ah, Mia. Yes, Mia. Please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What? What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me, I'm relaxed. Grump. Let go of my lapples. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Oh, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. I'm like switching in and out of accents. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me. What with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too. I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. What? And you already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think. Oh dear. In any case, don't let your client see you are so nervous. You see the poor young man in that pig sweater over there? That's our client. Good morning there, everybody. This is gonna be weird. I'm glad I was able to catch the first episode of this. The whole entire and the whole thing about this is that a lot of the cases in this game are out of order. Which is actually fun. I just want to say, I'll give it all I got. Yep, it'll be fine, no problem. Shoot. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Wright? Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way, I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright, you have nothing to fear in court today. If you're truly innocent, I promise I will save you. But please let go of my shirt. We'll do him. Yeah, that's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Maya. Mia, it's Mia. Keep on forgetting it's Mia. My name is Mia Fey, and I'm pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. Honestly, you know, for my client and for everyone and for myself. Honestly, back in the day, this was like crazy to me. Like, you have not only are you going back in the past, but you're given control and like the POV of a character that's dead in the present time, right? Which, to be honest, Mia shows up like 20,000 times when she takes over or Maya's bodies as, you know, possession. So we're still hanging out with her every now and then, but still, the defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh, hey. The defense is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yes, well, you're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Dude, if you knew what I'm gonna fucking do to you in every single fucking case after this case... Nothing was supposed to. Don't worry, little girl. It'll all be over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. Not gonna comment on that. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. It sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next time we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. So all these are set up now. See, yeah, exactly. I was like, I can make a comment about this. I can make a comment about this, but not making a comment is still making a comment. I realize. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had previously obviously bungled his getaway, they then called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. By the way, I can't tell the cause of death from this photo. Your reputation for sagacity? I want to say sagacity. Is well earned, Your Honor. What the fuck does sagacity mean? Well, yes. Sagacity. The quality of being sagacious? Shut the fuck up! Don't give me another word that I'm gonna have to look up. I'm looking in the dictionary for another word. Hold on. Sagacious. Of keen and far-sighted penetration and judgment. Discerning. Okay, so just discerning. Okay. Quick and wise in understanding and judgment. So, okay. Oh, like sage. Oh, okay. That's. Oh. I didn't think about that. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a gentleman. A what? Stand up to him. Yeah, oops. Accidentally hit that. It was over here. There we go. Stand up to him. Mia. Show him what you're made of. Again, it's the name. Perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. Please, so you know at least this much. Electric shock. 3 p.m. on the 9th. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to read through the case file. Well, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you? All the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good look, hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear. I'll do just... Oh. Yes, my dear, I'll do just that. Oh, hey! Hey, Jay, how's it going? Also, I'm surprised... Did my Twitch alert not go off? What the fuck? I trusted you, mix it up. I trusted you. Well, it's not except stream modes, I think. Why did my raid go off? Also, hold on. I think I got this right. Yes! My mix it up. The command works for raid shoutouts. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I just started playing some Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. The third game. The first case. Now then, will the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? Also, what were you playing? Also, oh, playing Minecraft. Oh, that's right. I think I saw that you and Zan were playing Minecraft, right? And I'm assuming it was modded Minecraft too. Electrocution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new, super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will come crystal clear as the trial proceeds, Your Honor. Before that, there was one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? You mean that one Taylor Swift song that was... Okay, hold on. I don't know. Just a minute. Wait, what am I doing? Of course, Bad Blood came out after this. Yeah. What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. Come on, dude. That's Winston Payne for you. He was one smooth... Why am I talking like Patrick Star? How am I gonna... Like British, but like old? Like, an old man. That's Winston Payne for you. He was one smooth operator if you catch my drift. I have changed this guy's accent like 20 times. They'll call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. There's a reason I am not a voice actor. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence. Oh my god. Evidence? Oh, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Give the evidence you need, and then shove it into old Greybird's face. Yes, sir. Into old Graybeard's face. Mr. Grossberg, tried to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are on as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence in the R button, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. I have to give the guy a funny voice. Let's see if I can. Actually, yeah, okay. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she had some part to play in this story. Oh, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. God, I can't stop thinking of Patrick. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please, call your first witness. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? The defendant himself? It's okay, Miss Faye? It's fine, yeah. Defense has no objection. Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Objection. Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect. No, he means what did you do before you were arrested? Oh, I'm not sneezing. I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student, Doug Swap. I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you I was... Will the defendant please refrain from passing on his code to the rest of us? It seems the witness has something he wants to say. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please tell us about your relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. Oops, I messed that up. I'm only doing this VA thing once for this case, and I'm not doing it after this, because, oh boy. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. I see. So you hardly knew the victim? Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Whew. It looks like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know. Too naive. Huh? It seems like you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be? This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if witness's testimony contains any contradictions. Contradictions? If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client. And if he's your client, in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. I can never get him down. Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Faye. Bing. Fuck! I hit the wrong button. I should sit down. Okay. What? Okay, whatever. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. But that's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? I can leave a loss on that. Well, Mr. Wright? Ah, no, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yeah. Yes, well, I can play the judge serious too, because in these cases he's more serious. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Fay, is there something important that I was questioning? Your Honor, please take a look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that really was the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You had no idea that what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me. Wow, what a criminal. That guy looks like he shouldn't even be lawyer material. Mia, you've made our client cry. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyway. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. Ha ha! It's just like the title of my stream. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but what's the medicine that you took over-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I was a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, should I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. What's this? In the victim's hands, it's Cold Killer X. Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. What? Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. A dying message. Order in the court. Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence. Very well. The court will accept them into the record. Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this? Oh, my poor buttocks. My poor hemorrhoids. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet 245 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 p.m. we split up. Then later when I went there, I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I find your current testimony any more credible. Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination. It's pressing time. Also, where is my... Oh, my food's on the... My food is indeed on the way. Okay, cool. Okay. Have you met the victim before then? No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is my kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart. What was that for, Miss Mia? Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Dolly Hawthorne was also the lover of the murderer victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. Oh my god, I just got the slaps. Oh! Oh my god! So it was one of them nasty love triangles, I see. I just got it! Holy fuck! If I remember to point it out, I'm moving to the end of another case. I'll let you know. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and then we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Okay, stop. What is that? 3:15. Yeah, it looks like 3:15. Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. An alchemist, I see. I gotta admit, I was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Oh ho ho! How fascinating. Sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. So you're absolutely certain you met at 2:45? Yeah, I was pretty sure it was the time class ends. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, the pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Like here. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier, you said something. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cables? Yeah, there are electrical poles set up around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof. We talked for a bit, then around 3, we split up. You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime? Then later, when we went back, I found him lying there. Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we can make up. Okay. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it? April? Yeah. I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Yeah. Ouch. Why did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death, and the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. She's so cute. Which one, Dahlia or Mia? 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 I say Mia. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Oh, Dahlia. Okay, she's super cute. Let me thank you, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl. However, there was one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor? How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor. How exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? Your Honor. Yes, Miss Faye? I believe that if we were to piece together everything that we have heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes. An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. That was... Ow. I heard to say. Of course I know that. You forgot. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. Well, what? But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly is the photo of the murder weapon? Well, naturally, it's right here. What is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Be careful on electric cables, folks. If they break, you could die. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then, the high voltage cable? Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. Certainly sounds possible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant. Not technically true. I mean, we could just have somebody else had been on the scene, escaped from the scene, and done it. That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. Fingerprints? You mean the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim was wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. You mean... Yes, it was quite clearly implemented on the chest area of the victim's jacket, the palm print of the defendant's very own hand. But what? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder. He squarely pushed the victim toward the severed electrical cable. You would have to prove that he purposely pushed him into the cable to kill him, as opposed to just pushed him away in self-defense, pushed him away because he was angry would still be assault, but not would necessarily be murder. That would just be shit. Whatever the not like non-premeditated accidental murder, you know? Because sure as hell wouldn't be premeditated. Uh Specifically since this guy is the one who made the choice to meet at this location and not Wright. Uh order. That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue this cross-examination. Oh shit, my food's here. Involuntary manslaughter. That's it. Thank you. Be right back. Let's see if I have a fucking fork. I do have a fork. Let's fucking go. Yippee! We can watch this guy get fucked over in court while eating food. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop speaking for this part now. Unless it's like one of those like cornered situations, and then I'll speak up when you know. What I order? I got some. It's called like Baba Grill. It's got like a meat. It's like a meat and a vegetable like rice bowl thing. Yeah, the guys don't like it that much, but I don't mind it. Mm. Gotta move my thing up. Damn, Ghostberg. And there's more of the Wright that we know. How about you shut the fuck up, Winston Payne? I hate the fact that he has my name. Y'all know that? His name is fucking Winston Payne. Oh, they show it here. Yep. God damn it. I want to be more like this guy, not like this guy. A little too much confidence. Oh, it's not. It's definitely not. I'm definitely not this guy. Actually, take that back. Can we have cold? I'm healthy, so I'm not this guy either. I wouldn't be this guy either because he's dead. All right, you're gonna hear a can crack. 1, 2, 3. Mr. Wright, I'll tell you what really happened. I admit it, I pushed him. It's my fault. Someone might move quick. There we go. Now time for my main meal part. Stop it! Stop it! What you just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid. I feared that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, you are absolutely convinced. We are absolutely convinced you are. Please give me one more chance to explain. I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it? Miss Faye, I believe in you. That's some boy energy right there. Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Freeze frame, record scratch. Go forward again. Oh, okay. So the Harlem Shake really originated from like back in like 1981. Was created in Harlem as an Albert Boyce in 1981, according to Wikipedia. 2001, G-Dep's music video for the song Let's Get It introduced the song to the mainstream. This song came out and this game came out in the mid 2000s. And then the meme came out in 2012, 13. I was a freshman in college. So I think I came out when I was 12 or 13, because that could be those years. Harlem Shake as the meme is at least 10 years old at this point, which is something. Go some gray hairs. But yeah. This is not referencing the meme Harlem Shake. This is referencing that with I guess the originator. Have I played this game since then and not noticed that? No, I've definitely played this game after 2013. I must have. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. And at that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just laying there, dead. A light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there wasn't any electrical cables nearby. There had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. Yes, Your Honor. The one part I don't like about this bowl, I don't mind the broccoli in this thing. I don't mind the carrots, but like the lettuce or leaf, whatever. This lettuce thing, right? This is so fucking rubbery. Okay. I'm not gonna talk during this kind of eating. Mm-mm-mm. Yes. Yes, it's very important. What does it mean? Alright. I'm still eating, but I can take a little break from eating to talk more. Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about a cheap umbrella to your testimony. I'm also, because I can do this because I can present while eating. Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell atop his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. He moved? And presented as evidence immediately. Over victim found broken near the electrical pole near the crime scene. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There should be no way it could have been blown there by the wind. Yep, that's the most important thing. As long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. That's the most important thing of any lawyer thing. Has to be beyond a reasonable doubt. I mean, that's here, but I'm not sure in Japan, but that's how it is here. It's supposed to be here. I must say, I find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. I was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess. You have another witness. Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. 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 I think I said that right. English may be my first language, but I am terrible at it. Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. You don't mean Dolly? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover was a witness to the whole thing. That's right, she was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What is with our own defendants keeping stuff from us? I mean, come on now. Big word for a little man. Incontrovertible. Aww. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. Oh, that's why. Okay, now I'm. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this." So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dottie. It makes me so happy I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. But she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to be on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Murder? What are you writing there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct? I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself. Yes, but I'm afraid you have not, will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be helpful to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving. This one has 2 parts. Mm-hmm. 321, damn. When it comes to saving in games, always double tap. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. Mm-hmm. This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Mr. Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. Switching back over to accent. I sometimes forget. It's time for the star to show up on the stage. In my long career as a judge, I've been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Oh, now then, witness, could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. I will bash them with my gavel. I love how it looks me when they say that. Oh, thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all. It was nothing. I'm gonna regret using this voice for her so much. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. I just got that now. Okay. The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine. Well, we all know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. And they like, it's better than yours. Sir, is something I can help you with? You just go out and say whatever is on your mind. I'm sure there must be some kind of mistake. He wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it. Yes, I can see why you'd say that. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. I had been planning to go back to Feeney's place after the class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. And suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called their 30s. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. young lady. As old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth. But I would never. That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on the bunch of paper-thin lies. Hehe. You haven't changed a bit, Mia Fey. What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we've met before. Once. Remember, this is all the first case of this game. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you again, Madam Fey. No one's got him yet. I've been planning to go back to Phoenix Place after. Oh, I don't need to say it. It's cross-examination shit. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology department building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry. Oh, how wonderful! It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, is this? Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. Hey, haiku's a shit. No, haiku's the shit. Don't fucking shit on haiku. Wait, was that haiku? 575, right? Or 573? For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area. Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. 575? Okay, good. Beanie and Dougie. Oh, wait. So who is this Dougie person? Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. Okay. So what were Dougie, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Miss Fey. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Please, go on. What did you see next? Are you saying that the victim collapsed just on it? Oh, what am I doing? Are you saying the victim collapsed on? Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yeah, yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right? I was watching the whole time. Beatty never did a thing to Dougie. Okay. Watch. Its fingerprints found in that. Closed. Quarter. The 19-year-old female college student of the victim. Victim was watched up to the time of death. There is evidence that he got pushed, but I don't know where. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Arthur, and let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never. Wasn't there like evidence of like him being pushed? Like I believe the defense is engaging in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting Please don't get at me like that. I'm just doing my job. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow to present evidence. Nice. On Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Okay. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment where Dougie fell to the ground. And at that time, there was only two of them at the scene. The defendant, Mr. Freaks Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow? Yes, that's right. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. Oh, I like the sound of that. Mr. Judge. Now then. Oh, that's that voice. It's the now then. Please proceed with your testimony. When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes. They're all very fond of their drugs. Please try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do. But in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow, they all seemed to know what was going on. But how would the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just, they all seemed kind of excited about something. So did the students call the police? Yes. I was just so panicked. Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear. You say you didn't hear anything unusual. Is that correct? Yes. That's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. Like, ah! If you couldn't tell, I was looking around just now. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and here he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that would fail to make an impression. May I have a moment to answer? By all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on. I was listening to some music at the time. Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered? The wind was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. Jeez, a lot of reference. So the sky started to continue to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out. Well, you are. As you can see, there aren't any contradictions in testimony after all. Wait a minute. Who wrote this? This was a... They had localization of, like, the Red games is always fun. Of the Ace Attorney games is always fun. Oh! Oh! Your Honor, there was a problem with the witness's testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now is not the time for a science lesson, Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible for the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Oh. I must admit that a thought had not occurred to me. This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered, but that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact the victim of a stray bolt. It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? I'm afraid that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Fay. Huh? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at the location. What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence? This affidavit. And who is this affidavit from? The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day. Was it a blackout? All the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor. So you're saying the equipment lost power because... Precisely. They lost power because of those severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m. Which fits the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. Why don't you lead with that? According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future, or now they're definitely getting replaced like soon. I see. Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break. However, there's one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you can say that. Miss Fay, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? They will never be returned. OSHA will say no. I mean, if they're made into new cables, right? Not gonna put a department out of power forever. They're probably either gonna have a backup power that they're using in the meantime while they go and have, because there's no way there's no backup power, right? Right? You never know in this world. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Oh, then let's hear it. Who or what was caused the cable to break? Well, Your Honor? Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. The defendant's testimony? He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct? Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that The lab equipment lost power at 2:55, which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. It was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be executed. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into a pole as the result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense. Then the victim was electrocuted. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. The victim was shoved into the fall pole. Then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Order in the court. It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. It's kind of a flimsy argument in my opinion, but no, we'll run with it. We ballin'. We're cooking. Mr. Sir, may I say something? The Madam Attorney's explanation says some things that are a little different than I remember them. What the? Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time, please, Mr. Judge? Of course it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. It's finally starting to show her true colors. The truth is, Beanie pushed him twice. The first time was into an electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Feeney caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute. The victim got up and tried to run away, and that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm sorry, Feeney, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Truth is... Oh, I'm gonna take again. You know what? I'm balling it. I don't think this is gonna work. Oh, it does! It hooked. I thought it was 100% later, but it's the right time. Let's fucking go! I have the least amount of memory of what to present in this specific game, but I fucking got it. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time that the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes, and your point is, Miss Fay? My point is this. What time was it when the lab occurred the power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55. Ah! Would you care to explain in the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. Order in the courtroom. This is nonsense. The real murderer. Even you can't deny the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who are you saying could have done it? There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window of opportunity for the real killer. Miss Fay, is the defendant ready to indict someone as this real killer? It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. What do you get your humble pie, bitch? Can only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. How can you? The defense is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the execution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Mr. Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the man dearest to you. Order! Miss Faye! What do you mean, what? It's Hawthorne. I don't believe you did witness I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. How can you say something so mean, Madam Faye? I didn't do anything. Miss Faye, this is a very serious charge you are... Your Honor, but please, I have something I want to say. Please strike everything from the defense just said this now from the record. Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Leave my Dolly alone. My Dolly, you bitch. That boy. He's got himself in way over his head. Oh, Miss Grossberg, you're back. It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I was wondering where the fuck he was. I forgot he left. I found the police report of that incident in your newspaper clipping. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Alright. Victim, Diego Armando, 28. Occupation, lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne, 19. Oh, that's right. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Okay. Oh yeah, no, you would. I love the first game, especially the DL6 incident that ties everything together. But this whole entire game is just tying things together that you will see, except for one case, which is except for technically two cases that don't kind of just like kind of I call it filler cases, but so one of them is really good and one of them is one of the worst cases ever. And no one looked at this. No. So. This is just a random case that happened 8 months ago, according to these people. They wouldn't know, and they won't care. You know, why would it's just it's just a coincidence that a suspect of a previous case is a witness on this case. It happens before. Heck, we've got to get prosecutors that we've had to defend. You know, sometimes situations happen, circumstances can happen in this universe, and it's like, okay, whatever. But me, on the other hand, she has a reason. You better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend. And that's why. Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Miss Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, really, Your Honor, May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't you worry, my dear. I have this situation well in hand. Oh, that is, go right ahead. Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I don't say Phoenix Wright. I told you that you shouldn't be able to handle this. Oh, sorry. Oh, please go ahead. How can you say that? absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ridiculous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear. Oh, I believe the girl was trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. The answer to that lies somewhere in the police report. I must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, on the same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor. And by the way, just letting you know, we're gonna see that case one day. The defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? What about? About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What can that possibly have to do with this case? The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason. Very well then. The court grants the defense request. Young lady, would you mind staying on just for a little bit longer? Just a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. Like how I met my mother, how I met my Feeny. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It was like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement meeting room. The moment our eyes meet, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. Excuse me for a second. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. I hate that word. God. Lovey-wovey. Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. Now we enter the final act of our... Yeah, that was Wright speaking on the behind. Oh, that was Wright. Oh, I got that fucked up. I thought that was her saying it. That was Wright saying, hey, we were so lovey-wovey. As we used to say in the old days of my youth, go get her. It's time to press. I'm just gonna eat my... It's not... The Great Judge Dean. That is definitely a name for a judge. Damn, oil. Rosa Lynch just do it like you doing in a courthouse meeting room. Good, you know, more for now. I'm talking again. This line of questioning has a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you. This has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case. Your Honor, if you allow me the latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse meeting room? If please, Your Honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. Bull fucking shit. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? And you'd be asking, no one looked at this, by the way. The people who were the prosecutor and the judge for this, I can't remember who the judge was, but the prosecutor was a different person than Winston Payne for that case. What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy? Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect that in this incident is listed here in the report. And that person is, and the name is Dahlia Hawthorne. The sweetie pie of everyone's eyes, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. This is unbelievable. Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander any. I, Mr. Payne, will not allow it. Miss Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me, go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during the incident 8 months ago. Well done, Mia. Ooh, you lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. You need to get that checked out, dude. Get some Plan H. I mean, come on. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I saw, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. However, you heard from the witness testimony that she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Because we're about to end the tutorial case, bitch. Oh, Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. You see, Mary, you're getting it. And you broke up with your boyfriend when? 8 months ago? And how long did this happen? 8 months ago? You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. But boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, yeah, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology? His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. Nice necklace, by the way. You mean on Mia? That's the one that's the that's like the Magatama single symbol. Unless you mean the other necklace, the one that Phoenix has. Well, that Wright has. His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could have never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seemed to have access to such the poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. I love this song. This cornered song is so fun. Bum, bum, bum. The only one you could have done that was the one sitting at this very table. You. Nah. Order, order, order. Could it be? That's nothing but a basic. May I say something, Madam Faye? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee, it was 2 spoons, correct? Or to cure that you need a liquid. It would some kind of container. Well, yes, that's true. I was searched immediately after the incident took place. Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. We weren't even there. But they didn't find our suspicious container anywhere, did they? Well, you could have easily gotten away with something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're going to say I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. Provide some evidence, or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with something, a kind of evidence, we're going to lose this lead. If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where's the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it? And now we have everything. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone who had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So the defendant was this witness's accomplice? Don't try to drag his ass down there. Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present. What? But that's... That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. It is kind of cute. Oh, so what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago, August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. This guy cannot take a win. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away. What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison here? No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain in the crime lab they would analyze it, they would find a trace amount. No. Order in the court. Oh, on behalf of Dolly, I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Madly in love? I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly a woman like Dolly Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Damn, Mia. Damn, that's mean. But, well, I guess you must be madly in love with me, too. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia is dating you is... Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle, that necklace that you love to wear around your neck. Why did I say that so weird? My necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. Come on, man. What a serious girl, asking for a present back like that. But Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of a crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. But you're lying. But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. No, that's a lie. Remember, this is the main character of the show, of this all. Mia, are you alright? The defendant's getting a bailiff. Hurry, after him. Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? It looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no! Oh no. What is it? The bottle necklace, Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone. What? That's terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the blaze are we supposed to do now? Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. Dude, I went through like use the voices wrong for different people. Whoopsie. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Uh, Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay, just give back the necklace. I ate it. You what? You ate it? It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first. But yeah. Ugh. Uh, what is he doing now? Your Honor, we gotta stop the trap. Mr. Wright, Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly, that bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination. So it would seem. Dude, the judge flip-flops so fucking much. No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that, the poison must have lost its potency. There. It's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? It may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a court of law, evidence is everything. Boy, we're gonna have fun when we get to game 4. Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to Mr. Wright? I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. That day, the day I met Doug Swallow. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your own sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab at that time, too. It could have only been her. That girl was a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. God, what a fucking... It's more like Phoenix simp, am I right? Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? Oh, God. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous. There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and I came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. She told me to never ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, this is defendant Miss Faye. You tell him. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. Defendant believes that Miss Dolly Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before? Naturally, her motive in stealing it was to kill someone. If you're so certain of your theory, let me ask you this. Mia is something that she definitely wanted to get back. Therefore, exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill? Like I said, this man cannot catch a fucking break. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that that's how things worked out, but let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Miss Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. We just went over this. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. I said imp. Yeah, I did say imp. I didn't say the other thing. But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of the attorney in the basement cafeteria. Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of that bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move when she made two. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Though she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true. Beanie, what a joke you are. Honestly, how can a woman even count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me. Miss Hawthorne, it appears that we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniffling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Well, Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face? Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you? Are you really that shocked? Or would you prefer me this way, Miss Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind. But we're not finished. Fine. Then let me ask this nasty old hag to finish up anyway. Stop, Mia. If you keep pushing without any evidence, you can pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. The ultimate price? You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. You better think of it over quickly, Mr. Bay. Or should I say, Miss Gray? Oh boy. You know what time it is. I can fuck this up, so I'm not gonna make sure that I'm good. Can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all? Impossible. You can't possibly. Stupid woman. It's the opinion of the court that this has been enough discussion. Therefore, I will only allow one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one. If you are unable to establish her guilt, that I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright. I understand, Your Honor. I can just imagine the headlines for the tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. If that's the case, the poison was probably in there. Well, that's funny you say that. So this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to kill Mr. Wright. Gotcha, bitch. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X. Mr. Wright's beloved cold medicine. Does our weekly defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. She's hot, but not worth being this stupid over. Mm-hmm. Remember that the defendant said in his testimony? I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing Mr. Wright was going to have some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was a victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine. I will let the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? Huh? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone had accidentally went into the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she can carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including that the defendant and victim were arguing about and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used that severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. On top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago? Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it, in this case, Doug Swallow. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some? Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Triple dog dare you. Be a fae. Be a fae. Do you think you've won? Well, do you, be a fae? That's fine. For the time being. Victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge. I'll see you later too, okay? Huh? Yes. I'm going to spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care. I'm Mr. Payne. And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said. Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Yes? Would you care to try this cold medicine? What? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said. There, it's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Mr. Hawthorne, with my very life. So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't be any poison in here, right? Well, you see, yes. And then here comes the back pedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life on it? To bet your life. And that's why Winston Payne is balding. Mr. Payne, about Miss Dolly Hawthorne? Yes. I'll file paper first for her immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. Press X to fucking doubt. Get the fuck out of here. By the way, Miss Faye? Yes, Your Honor? Was it just me, or did you and Miss Dolly Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case. Yeah, okay. Very well. Mr. Payne? Can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendants have anything further to say? It can't be true. My dear Dolly. We won the battle. These guys all lost the war. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty. What a surprise! We'll never see this Phoenix Wright guy again. This court is adjourned. Oh, wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict. Oh, the victory celebration song on this is not as good as the previous two. That's the one thing I'll say. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to exploring like Mount Vesuvius. Is that actually the place? Mr. Grossberg, do you maybe think you could stop talking about them? That's rather rude. Anyway, this case has really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps there will be veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this. And then you're going to betray... How do you not remember Phoenix? Wait, that's a little bit of inconsistency. You've met in the future. You met in the first game after Mia dies. Phoenix and Wright and Grossberg. You don't remember each other. Thanks. You know, I was thinking that Dolly that showed up there on the witness stand. I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the Dolly I know could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something. Boy, this poor kid so doesn't have a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Right now, I'm starting to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Wait, yeah, I am. but there's a friend that I desperately want to help with. And if I hurry, then I should be able to save him in time. I see. Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself, but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. In fact, I'll even have 3 main games and other games as well. And I even have a 3rd game called Trials and Tribulations. Not breaking the 4th wall at all. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. I see her every now and then when she, possesses my sister whenever, or one of my, her sister or her cousin in times of need. But, she's technically dead. For me, this drive brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought I would never rise to the surface again. Mia's gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In the court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. How could she come back? She's in prison. The most suave motherfucker time. Let's fucking go. Alright. We'll watch the opening to this, and then we're gonna stop. The time is 1 a.m. I fucking love this case. Detective, we've made it. Oof. What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Hey! Ho ho ho, you said it, pal. It must have been a rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double-check? Out front, guards! Turn on the searchlights! Well, like next time, gentlemen! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. And there's the Maya. What are you freaking about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. We're gonna hit the big time. Big time? And what do you mean we? You don't mean you and me are. Ha! Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly, of course. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls! You haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Hehe, haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What kind of poster? Crane Village. Isn't that? That's right. It's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is. If you remember the jar from the second game, it's that same jar. From the second case? Yeah. Very funny. You can laugh all you want, but you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasure of Crane exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoters sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? Same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the youngster sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been one who's been keeping this office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? Who are you calling Pithead? And this little girl is a Pearl Fey. I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Crane Village is the home of the mysterious Crane channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Crane School of Channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright. Earth to Nick, how long are you going to make 2 gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. This is awesome. Yeah, you can make up the cheapest junk look great. It's only 8:20. I could play for a little bit longer. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fey Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? Hey, Nick. The person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement hair house. Alright. Guess let's go say hello. Used to be an important piece of evidence. Yeah, there's a gun. What's it called? There's a gun wound somewhere. 6-leaf crane, sacred writings folding screen. There's a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures too? Of course they are. This is the treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, the bullet hole. Thank you. Oh, why was I blanking on that? Oh, Mr. Maya, look. I can't believe it. It's so cute. It's a little diorama of Crane Village. Yeah, look at that. But somehow, it seems to reek of dreariness. Oh, Mr. Maya, it's your house. It even says Fey Manor on it. Yikes, you're right. I kind of want to add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. You know what it looks like? It looks like that thing from fucking Very Odd Parents. The thing about the dad. Hold on a minute. Let's see if I get a picture of that. If I put... Oh, it's not going to show up if I do that. It's going to show up on my screen. It looks like the thing from the If I Had One, you know, there's the famous like Very Odd Parents, like the dad be like, here's the trophy I would have if I had one. It's that. Greatest treasure? Is there something like that? Huh? What? Of course there is. Right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, it would really take your breath away. The real greatest treasure is the friends and family we made along the way. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed into it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. Wow, that sounds... Wow. You got a copy of that somewhere? Can I have that? I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. Yep, it's a basement in our house, alright. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. A monster, you're right. And look who it is. Another person from the second game. Good evening. It's good to see you again. It's Miss Codependent Woman. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I was also responsible for the security arrangements. Nice to meet you. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Oh, a great deal of thanks to that badge. It's the only reason that I am still here today. Come on now, that's not true. Like what Nick means to say is, it wasn't thanks to the badge, it was thanks to me. Tell the truth, Nick. I want to know what you were thinking. No way, Maya. I wanted to do something nice for you and your friends, Mr. Wright. That's why you arranged this exhibit? I knew that Crane Village was the hometown of your assistant, Maya. I thought it would be great to let the world know about it too. But that's not exactly thanking me, per se. Maybe, but who would have seen an exhibit on the treasures of Phoenix, right? I would. I guess I can't argue with that one. Really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? It's just I thought it'd be more dramatic if it got all worked up, that's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. Okay, so now we know the difference in time. It's been 7 months since the end of the second game. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case. Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? Remember, Nick? I was kidnapped. After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us... No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Whew. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lord Lee Taylor is celebrating the 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all highly trained as well. That sounds good. What's the face she's making? Interesting. Time to examine stuff. That means what? The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom, and the data from the camera gets uploaded to the computer here. That's what. Oops. There's the camera. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say. That is very true. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. Here we go. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on your narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. But I feel like we've had the exact same conversation before somewhere. The best joke in this game is the series is the ladder and step ladder. Unauthorized personnel is not allowed. Why are we unauthorized? Looks like all it says is say burr. Hamburger. Maybe it's for the World Hamburger Festival or something? I would love to go to something like that. Maybe it's... What? Okay. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. Maybe it might have said spaghetti festival. What do you think? Besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Spaghetti. Time for some spaghetti. It says organi. It says organized. You can't see the last two letters. I guess there's no one else can read it either because this place is a mess. Must be feeling right at home, huh? Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Ami, right? Yes, that's the statue of the woman who invented the crane channeling technique, Ami Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. What's that creepy looking thing that she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the Korean Shichito. 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 I think I got that right. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, Fooey. I wanted to cut something. Maya, what the fuck? What are you eyeing me for? Oh look, it's already 8. Have you all eaten yet? Well actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? You could take me out to eat, Miss Adrian Andrews. I would be okay with that if you wanted to go on a date. Maya, you can go home now. Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy. I have a kid's lunch. Yeah, Maya, can you take Pro with you while Miss Andrews and I go on a date? That would be nice. Go for it and really eat your fill with a kid's dinner. Okay, it's one kid's dinner for me. So we head upstairs then. After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. It's because she's going on a date with us. That's obviously the reason why, right? I always could imagine that the very next day, something terrible would happen. Nick, this is terrible. What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. Mood. I'm going to turn on the TV. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief Master Mask. Master Mask? According to the spokesperson, Lord Lee Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist of this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lord Lee Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you going to do? If you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet, treasure, Lord Lee Taylor, you don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Master Mask. Our most valuable treasure. The Korean sacred urn was stolen. What? And that's where we'll stop. That seems like a good place to stop. Before things get too serious, but give you all a taste of episode 2. I am not voicing characters at this level again. My voice sounds like ass right now. Holy shit. But it was nice doing it at least once. I'm not doing it for Apollo Justice 2 because he fucking yells. But yeah, we are going to find someone to raid. I keep this music on in the background while we do that though, because it's a nice raid music. Where's your sense of adventure? I had a sense of adventure. I had 2.5 hours of a sense of adventure. That's plenty. You know. I need my voice to be. I have to use my voice that much, but still, I like to have my voice. But who are we gonna find a raid? Ooh, I know exactly who we're waiting. Whatever you say. Oh, hold on, let me see what ask someone to join you next time. Actually means funny voices. That is true. To find people who be interested in this. Well, I know exactly where we're going. We're gonna say hi to yokai. I hate myself for doing this one. We love you, Wuffy, watching Lokai. In the spirit of the lovey wuffy that we saw today, we're gonna have a we love you wuffy watching yokai. Night night for all you all. I'll be back tomorrow for some more Ace Attorney. And then Ace Attorney on Thursday as well, unless something changes. And then Saturday, I got my things mixed up. It's Halo 2 next week, not this week. This week, I don't know what I'm streaming. Probably Overwatch 2. If not, maybe something else. I may think of something else. I mean, Overwatch 2 with you take a default or something because I just enjoy playing it. And yeah, we Ace Attorney majority of this week, this month. Back to Mystery Month, baby. Mystery May. Mystery May. Check my comment. All right. Thank you all for coming and bye.